Hello, everybody, and welcome to a little live stream we're doing here today from the Babbage HQ to be getting ready for the upcoming Medford BSV Metanet Hackathon. With me today, I have Jackie.
Hello, hello.
And what we're going to be doing is just basically talking about what's happening with the upcoming event, October 10th and the 11th at the Rockefeller in Medford. So feel free to chime in the chat if you have any questions as we go along here. I think the general plan is just going to be, we got a couple of phones here, and we're just going to sort of talk about some of the mobile stuff that has been in the works for a little while. And there might be a little, few bumps in the road here as we walk through this stuff, but that's what hackathons are about, is figuring out how to build stuff the best way and looking at what's there, working with what we have, and trying to put together some really great projects for the future. So yeah, that's kind of the intro here. I think we should be live on both YouTube and X. Uh, so what I want to start with is a thing called Get Metanet. And let me just go ahead and put this screen up on the stage here. There. And let me tab over. And there we are. So you can see getmetanet.com. And this website has been newly updated. If you want to get on the Metanet, then you should go to getmetanet.com. And you can download the Metanet software for your desktop or for your mobile device. So we're working on getting some stuff onto the stores one way or another pretty soon. But we've got an APK file available for download here if you're on Android. And if you're on an iPhone, you can also get started using the test flight link. So we got that. For me, I'm on my Mac, so I got Metanet Desktop right here. And really what this hackathon is going to be about is building a lot of mobile apps and getting some mobile first experiences ready for the future and trying to put in place the next generation of payment rails, infrastructure rails, identity rails for some new apps and some new capabilities going into the future. So a couple of resources here that I want to highlight at the very beginning. So you can go to getmetanet.com and you can get on the Metanet if you aren't already. Then, well, what do you do when you're on the Metanet? Well, you download the software, and here it is. You get logged in, and then you're like, okay, what do I, where do I go from here, right? Well, I can go to the app catalog, and here, I don't know if this is going to load, but there's some cool apps that you can check out. Everything from toolbsv.com, which I believe was created by the Calhoun brothers. John Calhoun was instrumental in creating this. So I think this is an AI app, for example. And there's other apps too, like tempomusic.net, where you can empower artists by, and we're working on these permissions. It's been a thing in progress for a long time with the group permission stuff. But yeah, you can also empower artists by paying small amounts in order to listen to some of their songs. And you can even upload your own songs and earn some BSV micropayments. So a number of cool Metanet apps that are available today, and they can provide some inspiration for the upcoming hackathon. Our GitHub is full of example code and repositories. I think there's like hundreds of repositories worth of stuff, and most of this is public. There's some stuff on here that we're still working on, and we're really excited to be talking about as time goes on. But most of the Metanet apps are ready and able to be used. If you want to check out some cool Metanet apps, you can go to metanetapps.com. And this is going to be a little Metanet app store. This is going to be a little Metanet app store for basically, allowing people to view a lot of the applications that are available. So from Thrill Arcade, where you can play some fun online games from your computer, also created by the Calhoun brothers, to a much simpler app like the to-do list. And that's a good example for getting started. So if you're a developer, you can you can easily understand how to do some basic code for your first app. So you can hello world, right? And just create a basic transaction here, and there you have it. And even if I reload the page, you can see that output is still on the blockchain, and I can go ahead and redeem it, and I get my Satoshi back into my Metanet balance. So lots of apps here. But if you're here for the hackathon, there's some good resources as well. So as we get started here, I want to highlight one more resource. If you want to learn about the BSV hackathon, you can go to bsvhackathon.com. And if you go to the BSV hackathon, you'll see this beautiful start page here. I believe there's a little, is the eagle still here?
It is there.
So if you refresh the page, I think that we added a little eagle and he flies across, and that's really cool. So yeah, you can see all the details here. We're at $5,000 first place, $3,000 second place, and $2,000 third place prize. Our judges are going to be, I need to be updated on here, but it's going to be myself, Matt, Archibald, and it's going to be Gavin Mell as our three judges here. So we're going to be, getting more of those details on here. But if you want to learn more as a developer, you can go to, let's see, resources. Where's the resources? So developer, resources for developers, right? So this is a good number of links that you can check out if you're a developer, that basically walk you through how to build BSV apps for this hackathon. So we've obviously got the wallet. Now, this you can basically just go to getmetanet.com. You don't need to go here. I might even remove that one and replace it with getmetanet. But if you want to do things like multimedia, right, you can actually upload and download upload and download media inside of your apps. So for example, in Tempo, if you want to upload a song, you can upload it here, and it uses that same multimedia stuff. So if you want to learn about that, for example, I can go here and I can read all about. I'm going to update this link here. I'm just going to guess that it's actually BSV blockchain, and whoever in the BSV association updated this, I think we should have some redirects and kind of figure that out, because that'll make it a lot easier. But I can go to docs. Some of the old URLs we really just need to work on redirecting. But there are some tutorials for things like the storage. It's great that all this content exists. UHRP storage tutorial. Yeah, here we go. So this is a tutorial for essentially how to do stuff with UHRP storage, uploading and downloading content, et cetera, et cetera. So that's one of these resources that will update. We got identity client as well. And one of the things that I wanted to highlight, is this to-do list example. So here, we're basically using the wallet client to, again, create that to-do list item that I showed just a moment ago. So tons and tons of resources that developers can check out, and we're going to update those links so that everything is going to work better. But one of the one of the biggest one, I think, is this deep dive. So on Google Docs, I created this entire document that basically walks you through step by step how do you set up like BSV micropayments, for example. And why are micropayments important? That's another important thing. Like if we want to change the way the internet works so that it doesn't use advertising, BSV micropayments are an extremely important part of that. So yeah, just wanted to highlight, these resources here for everybody, and you can read through and actually understand all of this code and how all of this stuff works. You can also ask questions. If you want to join the BSV chat and ask questions, then you can go to join.bsv.chat, and then you can join the BSV chat. See, it takes you right to our Slack here. So yeah, definitely check that out. Ask questions. There's other deep dives here, as well, and a number of other documents that we're gonna update on here. But yeah, definitely check out these resources on bsvhackathon.com/developers. Check out Metanet apps. Check out Tempo Music. Check out Tool BSV for all your AI needs on the BSV stack. You can even use like VO, even if you don't pay the $200 a month or whatever it is for Google. You can still use VO to generate videos using Tool BSV. Is one little nice thing that they added, showcasing the power of micropayments in that example. And if you have questions, you can also go to bitgenius.net and you can ask all of your BSV questions. What is the BSV wallet interface? And why is BRC 100 important? So if you want to know about BSV wallets, BRC 100, how to build apps that use these standards and specifications, BitGenius will provide you with a lot of those details and information. So yeah, just wanted to get everybody warmed up here as we're starting to think about, and here you go, right? The AI is providing us some answers to these questions, right? BRC 100 is important because it is vendor neutral, meaning that different companies can create wallets, different companies can create apps, and nobody has to rewrite all their code a whole bunch of different times. So there you have it. This is bitgenius.net. You can check that out, and you can make sure you have all the answers to the questions that you might ask. But definitely also don't be afraid to join the BSV chat, right? And you can ask your questions there as well. With those little introductory notes out of the way, maybe we can start by trying to get some of our stuff working on mobile, because this hackathon is fundamentally mobile first, right? Bitcoin is peer-to-peer. We make our transactions, we have peer pay, and maybe I can go to metanetapps.com and search for peer pay. And I'm not sure if that's going to work, but is there a search? Yeah, peer pay. Yeah. All right, so there's peer pay, and I can just go visit app. I can search for peer pay on here, and then I can pay somebody. I can search for I can search for Jackie, and if the search works.
I think the identity client hasn't been updated for PurePay.
Oh no.
Oh, it does work. It just takes a bit.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I can search for. Is this your correct?
I believe my correct one starts with 2.
This one?
Third one, Jackie Luke average. Yeah.
I see.
025.
All right, and then I can send a payment of 1,000 sats, and I'll just go ahead and grant the access that I need here, and then send the payment. Right. So should be. payment sent, right? And so now I've just used the message box to deliver a payment. So, there's a message box client that PeerPay uses under the hood, and it messages, it like sends a message to Jackie that he can then receive the payment. So that's what we mean when we say Bitcoin is peer-to-peer, right? You can interact directly. You can use these apps to facilitate your interactions, but then they happen between different parties, and that's extremely important because when we're in the world, we're walking around, right? We're not carrying our laptops around everywhere. Instead, we're just carrying our phones. And so what we want to do with this hackathon is make these types of payment experiences easier to use on mobile devices. And that's the goal, right? Because we can do this payment here, and then, we could, Jackie could go and accept it. But if we are, if Jackie was in a place, or actually maybe I was in a place and I was selling something and Jackie wanted to pay me like in a market, having a QR code or having some kind of thing on a phone would be much easier than having to be using our computers for all these things. So if you and let me think about the best way to get our phones up, because one thing we want to do on this stream is try to show the phones and everything. But that would require us to start the Android Studio, I think, right?
This is one way that we can do it. It may require a bit of setup, but if we start
Okay.
Android Studio,
and then we're just launching this here
yeah, and then if you click on more actions
on the bottom.
Yup.
Maybe I can put the screen back, and that way everybody can see how to do this too. That's fine. Let's just go more actions on Android Studio.
Actually, we actually need to connect a project. So do you have Metanet Mobile cloned on your device?
On the computer?
Yeah. Cool.
I can pull. Oh. Is this the right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just delete some random stuff that I had from before. And we're on the master branch.
Yes.
Okay. And then open this in Android Studio.
Yes. So click open, second option. And we have to go to the directory.
Projects. And so, yeah, if we can get, basically what we're doing here is getting all the stuff set up to get someone's phone to show up. Metanet mobile.
Boom.
And
then just
then
click open, and that should
open.
work.
Okay.
Trust project.
Trust project.
Cool.
Here we are.
Actually, I don't believe we need to run anything.
Okay.
If we're just wanting to display, let me unplug and replug.
And then I can see if I have to do anything. Oh, should I close this little tabby thing? What's new? We don't need that, do we? Oh, it's gone.
Create a build script not found. Oh boy.
Is it in the actual Android directory that we have to open?
It should just be in this directory. How about you go to the top help bar and then search devices. Should be on the far right. Oh, that's like odd. Far right of the left area. Right there.
Oh, help?
Yeah.
Devices?
Device.
Okay.
Manager.
Device manager. Okay.
Cool. No. Yes. Maybe.
Yeah, come on in, Chance.
Woo.
So Chance is also here, and we're just figuring out a few things here.
Are you trying to make it show on the screen?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we want to go right here, device manager, and then it should show up your phone. Did you enable it?
It hasn't prompted me to. I do not have Metanet Mobile installed or DSV browser.
You should be able to still.
Oh, for the purposes of getting ADB.
Yes.
Mhm.
I also wonder. Wonder if I can share my phone on QuickTime. Whoa.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
So this is one phone.
Yes.
Does this,
It does show your.
is it on the live stream?
Go check.
Yeah, we'll see if this is live. If my phone is live, guys, then I think we've got one way to do it.
Yes.
It is showing up?
Yes.
Cool. Great. Thanks, Chance. All right. So let me open this and let me show you actually how I got here. I'm going to take a risk and delete this fully. Because if you're going to the hackathon and you're on an iPhone and I'm on my personal phone, so anything could happen, something embarrassing could pop up. That's fine. My life is an open book when it comes to this stuff. Let's see. Oh no. Let's see. We want to go to get. Did I type it properly?
You did.
Getmetanet.com, right? And then I can go to
Scroll all the way down.
Explore Apps, and I can go to Test Flight. So if you have Test Flight, you need to download the Test Flight app from the App Store. But then you can go ahead and hit Install. And what this is going to do on your iPhone, for example, is it's going to let you install the BSV app.
And on Android, it's much simpler. You just press the download button on getmetanet.com, and it'll install an SDK. And when you execute that SDK, it will install the application.
Yep. So the APK you can run and basically does that. You can see here it's telling me to use a particular web and storage URL, and you'll see what that is in a second. And these are just the steps necessary for this initial test build of this system to get set up. So for the hackathon, what you're going to do if you have an iPhone is you're going to start testing, etc. And then you're going to add a configuration, and we're going to enter. Oh, that's strange. Let me hang on 1 second.
So I have the application installed now.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is, configure, enter a web URL, https://web.babbage. And web is just wallet authentication backend. So you enter that. It's loading, possibly. Is that typed? I think it should be. Oh yeah, okay. So then it loads. It takes a little bit. Go to Twilio, go to mainnet, and then enter a storage URL. https://storage.babbage.systems, and then go to save, and then get started, and then enter your phone number. And everybody already knows my phone number because one time when I was on X, I told everybody what my phone number was. Now let's just check if I have a notification. Your code is 825825. Okay. 825. And then after you do that, it'll have you log in to your Metanet account. And I actually cannot reveal my password to the entire world. So you'll have to bear with me for a second. I'm just going to enter my Metanet password and actually log in. But you'll be able to either create an account or log in. Once that's done, you'll be taken to a page like this, where you can see all your Metanet apps. You may not have any, depending on, I've been doing a lot of testing on mobile, but then you can see your Metanet balance, Satoshis, and you'll be able to interact with Metanet Mobile. So yeah, for example, if I go to peerpay.babbage.systems and press enter, I can see PeerPay again. I can also open another tab. Whoops. And I don't know what's going on with the keyboard, but I can go to, if I want to just confirm that the, and pardon me for that. If I want to confirm that the Metanet is working, I can go to Metanet status .lovable.app on my phone, and I can see here the Metanet is working. If I want to listen to some songs, I can go to tempomusic.net on my phone, and it looks like that URL was not correct. Tempomusic.net?
Oh, it is tempomusic.net.
So yeah, we'll pull up a few here, and then yeah, there we are. So yeah, now we can see a few of our songs, and we can see some of the album art starting to load here. I think that Dagan made this song called TPS. Let me go ahead and see if I can play it on my phone and use a BSV micropayment on my phone. I'll just say grant access to this protocol. It's just going to go ahead and go through the process to actually pay for this song. So I'm going to pay Dagan a small amount in order to listen to his song on my phone. And as you can see in the bottom left, it's just loading. But yeah, this is like a Metanet system that's just on your phone that you can use the same way as you can on your computer. And it looks like I don't know what happened here. Let me click on it again. So I didn't hear the song is why. We're just waiting for it to process. But yeah, there's a number of different apps obviously we can check out. And what I wanted to figure out is maybe some QR code stuff, because obviously we're on mobile, right? And you can use all the same apps you can on desktop on your phone, but you can also, use. Oh,
I got it working on mine.
You got it working on your phone?
Yep.
Okay.
So it is now playing the song on my phone using tempomusic.net.
Cool. And I'll just do this, and then we can bring back the. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, we got a number of. We got a way to put this phone up, and we got a way to put the other phone up. But if I go to this, oh, that's strange. Never mind. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's cool that we can access the Metanet on the mobile device, and that was one of the things that we wanted to talk about. let's see. I wonder if we can use QR Krypton to try to actually, or maybe even PeerPay. Do you think? So I sent you some sats on PeerPay before, right?
Yeah.
If you go to PeerPay on your phone, maybe we can get the camera to show. Maybe we can show like being able to do like a peer-to-peer payment without QR codes, and then maybe we'll try to add like QR code support or something like that.
Yeah. So I have an incoming payment from an unknown identity. As shown. The blur is kind of.
Oh,
hard to
is there
see.
actually a background blur?
Yeah.
If I get close enough,
It's pretty finicky. Yeah. It's also screen mirrored, I think. So they can't really read what's on screen.
Oh, I see.
But as you can see, there's an extra icon right there, and that's a payment. Oh, it actually resolved to taiweb.us. So when I press on that,
Oh, strange, the background blur.
yeah.
When you press on the payment,
Oh,
did it not?
So when you scroll, some of you can see this, some of you can't. If you scroll to the right, you can see that it's a payment of 1,033 satoshis, and you can either accept or reject. If I tap accept, it processes the transaction, and success.
All right.
Yep, payment accepted.
So yeah, let me figure out. I wonder if I can disable that background blur on the camera itself. Let's see. If I just go to my video settings here in real time, maybe there's a way.
Also turn mirror my camera off.
Mirror my camera is turning off.
Perfect.
Okay. And then background. Let's see. Visual effects, recording, background. No background blur. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get. Is it still? If you put your screen, maybe we can see it better now.
Yeah, perfect. That is much better.
Okay. So yeah, if we do this, we can actually and you can bring it closer if you want. But
yeah, cool.
But yeah, so that's how we can see what's going on this phone.
Yep. I've already accepted the incoming payment, but to verify that you've received any sats, you can just come to this screen and you can see how many sats you have. Very cool.
So yeah, there's a number of different things that that we can do with payments. One of them is obviously we can we can send them this way, but in the future, there's a few things we could do. PeerPay, and maybe I'll go to the desktop screen again. Let's see. Add to stage. Okay, there we go. Yeah, PeerPay is open source. So if you go to github.com/peer-to-peer and then you go to PeerPay, this repo here, you can see all the source code for it, right? And I'm running my same Metanet account as I have on my phone, only I'm doing it on my computer as well. So if I go to PeerPay on my computer, and if I make it look like I have on my phone, right? We can see like some, I can see the payment and everything. But this is off to the side. So an example of a hackathon app that someone could build, there is a QR code support in the Metanet browser. And we'll show that in a second with QR Krypton. But it would be possible to use QR codes to send payments back and forth. And we have a version of Krypton that can do QR codes for like secret messages, but you could exchange transactions the same way. And there's obviously, some kind of styling things. I can see here that I have a payment from Joel, actually. Wait, Joel is on here? Hey, Joel. Good to see you. And he sent me 55,000 Satoshis. When did he send me 55,000 Satoshis? That's really cool. All right, I'll go ahead and accept this. And wow. Okay. So there we have it. Now if I go back to my Metanet desktop, let's see. My balance was, what was my balance before? It was 113, and now I have 156,000. So thank you very much, Joelle, for doing that. That's really cool. But yeah, the styling on mobile is it's working a little bit, but we have to scroll to the right. So like improved versions of peer-to-peer payments between mobile devices at this hackathon would be a really great way to get people excited about the future of BSV, because that will start to bring boots on the ground merchant adoption, where like you could pay with BSV for some physical product, or you could use BSV to you could get it get some for your friend or something like that, right? If you got some BSV because you made a good song on Tempo and you want to send it to somebody else and they give you some cash or something, obviously you can do that for small amounts, and and it should be fine between just peer to peer. So yeah, that there's things like that I think are going to be valuable as time moves on, and I think those kind of things for the hackathon are going to be pretty cool. Let's check up on the chat. We haven't seen everything just yet. Okay, let's see. Hello there, and let me. Yeah, we're excited about this this upcoming event. Let's just. Thank you very much, Casey, for the repost. And yeah, very cool. Happy to see that people are sharing this live stream. And as we move forward here, I think it's gonna be good to get the word out, right? Because we want to talk about the hackathon, and we want to let developers know, what they can build, what's possible, and all of that stuff. So yeah, looking forward to it. All right, let's think. So we talked about peer pay, and yeah, maybe I can put up this screen again and then put my phone, and maybe I can show some other examples of stuff that can be done. So on my phone, I'm going to go to, oops, and there's this bug. All this React Native code is open source, and I think we fixed this bug about 3 or 4 different times. But then, sometimes people just, things get unmerged. So just to be completely transparent with everybody, we're very tired of having things unmerged, but I mean, it will be merged anyways. This is open source code. I would encourage everybody to check it out and maybe fork it, because it'd be nice to have more people knowing about how this stuff works on mobile devices with React Native. And if there's any React Native developers out there, certainly happy to talk to you about how we can make this kind of UX better for our little address bar here. But I'm going to go to qr-krypton.lovable.app. So this is Krypton. You may have remembered Krypton from back in the day. It's an app that Braden mainly worked on a couple years ago, and it uses QR codes for secure communication between parties. So, for example, if I want to, and maybe Jackie, you can go to QR Krypton.
Yep.
And if you want to show me your identity key, what I'll do is I'm just going to say create new message. I'm going to say select recipient, and I can either scan. I have Braden and Casey in my contacts right now, but I'm going to, let's see. add.
So for reference, I have this QR code here that has my identity.
And now I'm going to try to scan. I'm going to hit allow and allow. And maybe the feed shows up on stream. All right, so let me try to scan this. I got it.
Boom.
So I have this identity key here, a little bit of UI stuff, but this is open source as well. I'm just going to type Jackie, hit enter or done. I'm going to say save contact. I'll just create a transaction to authorize. What I'm doing is I'm actually updating my contact list. So now I can say I have 3 contacts. And I see Jackie here, so I'm going to select Jackie. And then I can type a message. So here I'm just going to type, hello, Jackie. And I'm going to hit encrypt. So this is an encrypted QR code that you guys can't access, but only Jackie can. So maybe Jackie, you can scan this on your phone.
Yeah, so on my phone, I'm hitting decrypt. I'm hitting start camera scan. And on Android, there's a special permissions modal that pops up. If I press allow, I can scan things on Android as well. So if I scan this now, it shows up with the ciphertext, and I can press decrypt, and I get the message, hello, Jackie.
So there it is. And maybe we can do one in the other direction. So if you want to create a message for me, first let me give you my identity key. So there's my identity key, and everybody on the stream can see it as well.
Okay.
So you can add me
properly.
Cool.
I will call you Ty.
And once you exchange identity keys with somebody, you don't need to scan the identity key every time because it saves the identity key in your contacts.
Okay, Ty is selected as a recipient. Hello, Ty.
I'm just going to go back home. I'm going to go to decrypt now, and I'm just going to scan the QR code. And now let me just try to scan it here. And it looks like I got this ciphertext, and I'll hit decrypt. And there it is.
Whoa.
So this is how easy it is to do QR code based things in the Metanet mobile. And we can use this for encrypted messages that only the other party can access. We could also use it for payments. We could use it for anything. So Metanet mobile, or BSV browser, as it is sometimes called, is available obviously on getmetanet.com. And you can access it on your device for the hackathon via test flight link if you are on iPhone. And if you're on iPhone, you might go to the App Store, before you go on there, and you just go to search. And when you go to search, you can go to test flight. And this is how you get the test flight app. You just install it. Once you have test flight, you can open it. Make sure you're all set up on test flight, and then you go back here, and that's where you can download. You go to there, and you go to the iOS, and there you have it, right? So we went through that before. And then you go through those steps that I said. You enter, the URLs that it says, web.babbage.systems. Make sure you have https:// on the beginning. And then, you get all logged in, and you're looking at a page like, like this. Maybe you don't have as many apps, but you can go to the address bar down here and, and get everything going for the Metanet on mobile. Because, peer-to-peer transactions between parties that use BSV, whether it's just simple payments or whether it's encrypted data that we can use, with BRC100 with our identity keys, there's lots of different things. I think Braden even built, and I'm going to guess, hopefully this doesn't just go to a random website, but I think metanetcontacts.com. If you want to see your Metanet contacts, even though I just added Jackie, right, using another app, right, I have him in my Metanet contacts now. And I can have different people and I can search for them, and they will be in my Metanet contacts. And so, I used qr-krypton.lovable.app in order to access Krypton and then add Jackie by scanning that QR code that one time. But now across every app that I might think to use, I can still, I can still interact with Jackie that way. Or, the identity resolution features allow you to search for somebody. Maybe I can search for Chance, who was in here a moment ago, and see whether I can resolve, because identity resolution uses your trust network and it uses those types of things. This may or may not work. Yeah, there it is. Right. So now I can even add Chance to my contacts. So I'm just going to go do that. Now it says contact name, and I'm just going to change this to just say Chance. And yeah, so, these types of peer-to-peer flows where users interact directly, avatar URL, that's fine. And then I'll just say save. And now it's wanting me to allow this app to interact with my contacts protocol, allow access to the contacts basket, and then spend and actually create a new contact token. And now I think I have 4 contacts. And theoretically, even though this is what it looks like to have cross-app flows, right? If I go to a new tab and I go back to QR, and I'm not going to actually do this, but cross-app interactions mean that now if I wanted to add, there's Chance, right? So I can now send a message to Chance, not because I scanned his QR code on here, because I added him in my contacts app. And that kind of thing is powerful because it means that data lives with you and it moves across all of your apps all at once. So that's what BSV browser or Metanet mobile or whatever the heck this thing is called is supposed to be, and that's why you should get the Metanet, because we can interact securely, we can pay each other, we can do digital assets, we can have coin flip exchange trustlessly, right? You can have smart contracts that use scrypt, or in the future, I will say we are working on other fun smart contract things, and maybe that'll be something we talk about pretty soon, but we'll see. So anyways, that's the beginning of the Metanet on iOS and Android devices. If you want to get Metanet, you can go to getmetanet.com and get it on your computer, get it on your phone, get ready for the hackathon. And if you want to join the BSV hackathon, go to bsvhackathon.com and you can look at the little eagle. I think the eagle is it's my favorite part of this.
Actually, though, I love it.
So anyways, looking forward to the future. Looking forward to getting these things more polished. We need your help. We cannot do this alone. Everybody on this team has been working for a very long time to make all of these things happen. And sometimes we can be very tired of building all these things. It takes a lot of time to build everything, but and it takes a lot of people too. And so having more people who understand these things, that's the purpose of these hackathons, to build a community of people who know how to use this technology properly. So looking forward to that, and looking forward to seeing everybody in Medford. I've pointed to a lot of the resources in this stream. You got join.bsv chat if you want to join the BSV chat. You got bitgenius.net if you want to ask questions and have an AI answer. You got toolbsv.com if you want to check out a cool app. If you want to check out other Metanet apps, you can go to metanetapps.com. And if you want to get on the Metanet, then you can go to getmetanet.com. Let's see, what do we have in the chat? Let's see. Your chat, is it even visible? Yes, your chat is visible. Let's see, who does say? We are building a few things, including some QR code flows on things like Krypton, a number of different apps and websites that are going to use some of these things. So yeah, I mean, the purpose of these things is to allow people to interact more directly and whatnot. Let me check the. Oh, I want to get. What was? Well, in the future, we will build a custom operating system that uses VSV. You can read the Computing with Integrity paper on, well, actually, there's a YouTube video that I released in March of 2025 called Reading the CWI paper 5 years later. You can watch that video and you can read the original paper that describes how to create an entire operating system using BSV blockchain. Those ideas are very much still valid, and I think they will happen very soon. It will just take some time to get everybody where it needs to be. Looking forward to seeing more on-chain operating systems and things like that. And then it looks like we have responded. Thank you, Mike, for for jumping in there with these responses. Yeah, looking forward to helping people to create more applications using this technology. Our business is going to be centered around training and providing the necessary information and resources for people to build on the Metanet, providing certification for developers, and providing the infrastructure that they need to have an easy time using the BSV blockchain to achieve what it is that they're trying to. So, well, that we have the sound effects on the StreamYard now. I remember doing live streams years ago before we had all this, and it was just like using OBS or something. Now it's much fancier than it ever was. So it'd be cool to do on-chain live streams in the future. Like you could hash the content right when it's being produced, just so you can prove what it was back originally. A number of different things. All right, guys. Well, I think I will end this one here. We did some good demos, and we pointed to a few resources and things like that. I'm very excited to see what people build at this hackathon. We'll have more to say about it in coming days and weeks. We'll get the website updated with updated resource links, as well as the new judges. Gavin Mell and Matt Archbold are going to be on there for being judges at this event, as well as myself. We're going to give away $10,000, $5,000 for first place, for the coolest BSV thing that people build, leveraging the tools and technologies that we have talked about today. And of course, you can read the rules and the resources on the site. And yeah, so October 10th and the 11th at the Rockaferry. You should head that way in Medford, Oregon. If you want to talk about traveling there, whatever, just submit a form, right? Go on the Google Forms for signing up and just submit your name and your email, so we can reach out to you, and we'll kind of talk to people one-on-one. If you want to make the trip out, if you're a good dev, if you've looked at the tools and you show that you are committed to knowing how this stuff works, certainly just talk to us and we'll help you out, bring you out here even to experience it and have a shot at winning up to $5,000. So thank you all for taking the time to be with us here during these early days of the Metanet, as we figure out all of the silly bugs, and as we work together towards building a version of the internet that works better than the one we had before. And with that, I think we'll bring the stream to a close. So thank you very much, Jackie, as well, for being on. Do we have a... Yeah, oh, cool. We got the banner. You got us, Mike. All right, well, yeah, thank you, everybody. And we will catch you on the next one.